because it's a whole journey. Welcome in the life, everybody. Feel free to tap, it will always help. And yeah, let's go. All right.
Yeah. Also, if it resonates with you or if you feel like what we're talking about can be useful to somebody in your life, feel free to share. Look at the time.
Yep. 137, that's our number.
And well, because it's TikTok and we know that a lot of people will come in who don't know us, who don't have any idea about what we do and who we are. Our story is basically about when a secure person meets an avoidant person in a relationship and the dynamic of what happens when those two worlds collide.
Exactly. Like, Claudio, can you help us a little bit? Are we? Can you hear us clear? That's important, of course. So, if yes, type a yes in the chat, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are many terms for what we are going through, but that's a whole different story. All good.
Okay.
That's perfect. Like, first of all, before we start, we are on a we were on a nomad journey since 21, and we are building a community off grid in the mountains of Portugal, and we're gonna talk about our personal experience in our relationship, our journey,
Mhm.
and what brought us here, why we are doing this. Right?
Yeah. Maybe you want to talk about so that we can level with everybody, like what a secure person is from your experience, because well, you were and are the secure person in our relationship.
Ooh, good question, huh? A secure person. I know what I want. Like, I'm very intuitive. I stand tall in my belief system. I know I work for the Most High. This is much bigger than ourselves. Like, I am on this journey my whole life, of course, but I went on a deeper level since 10 years now, almost 10 years. And I went through some dark stuff myself. I was a very toxic person before I remembered again. And yeah, before I met Devika, I went through my own tribulation. Like, I needed to take responsibility of all my toxicity within myself. Um, so before I met her, I conquered that within myself, which makes um, me a secure person. Like, as I said, I know what I want. I'm very intuitive. I listen to the higher calling. I listen to my soul. Um, I'm very determined, devoted. Like, I'm open in communication. I am not afraid to share my vulnerability, and I don't wear any masks.
Mhm.
For the people who tried to invite, we can do that later, but let us first tell our story. And also, if you have questions, we will make time for it after we told our story in this first series, the first live of the series we're gonna give.
Yeah.
You want to kick off, or like?
I'd like to say what an avoidant person is.
Exactly. Yeah.
From my point of view. You were saying something about masks. You don't wear masks. Well, as an avoidant person, wear many masks. uh, an avoidant person, in my experience, is somebody who wants all the good stuff, and as soon as something gets difficult or responsibility needs to be taken, they feel the need to run away from that. Also, just
Oh,
a general difficulty towards taking responsibility in life altogether. But I think one of the main qualities is very much survival mode and ego and being afraid to to face responsibility and to show their true face.
so to express as well. Right?
Yeah, to express as well. And so just avoid the necessary and to be completely disconnected from source.
Mm. So,
That's what us,
no,
that's what
sorry.
us, an avoided person in my experience is like. There's many layers, of course, to it because there's all these different titles and things. But like for me and from my experience, and as you will see in our story, our love story, that's like the main topic.
Exactly. And to add something is like, yeah, I don't need validation outside of myself. I think that's that's a key opponent.
Yeah, and I'm always looking for validation.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So while I find peace in my inner world, you tend to find peace outside of yourself, which
Try to
doesn't work.
find, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, so just to like clarify that in terms of our dynamics, and of course we cannot talk about what we don't know, so we are talking about our relationship in particular, but I'm sure that there will be a lot of points of recognition for people, because I also think that the dynamic that we've been in for the last few years
Mm-hmm.
is something that a lot of people tend to run away from, including me, and I'm still here. But yeah, it's something that's really, really difficult, but it's meant to overcome, and we're gonna get very deep into that.
Yeah, because that's also like a secure person is also in some way threatening for those who aren't. Because I open everything. I'm very intuitive. I'm on the healer's journey for a very long time now. Like, and yeah, I love the shadow and the dark part of life, which I help and assist others with. So, yeah.
Let's start telling our story. Would you do the honors of talking about our first few months together? Because I love how you speak of the beginning of our relationship.
Okay. I will talk about us, like not. Yeah.
Details, just us.
Yeah, exactly. Like, um, as I told you, I work for the divine. I don't work for men anymore. I work for the divine, and since a while, since almost 10 years, I live on a donation-based lifestyle to be of service. And I'm a healer because I heal myself. And it's not I, the ego, but source that dwells within that makes that possible. In my perception, I'm not trying to convince anybody anything. This is my experience, right? So, yeah, because of like I did a lot of healing work, and for me, the healing work is always a two-way stream. What you give is what you get, and it's always for inner growth. So I met Devika in a Facebook group where we were in called The Spiritualist. Um, and I met her through a friend, right? Like, and she needed assistance in energy work. So her friend told her, maybe you should contact Ricardo. Like, and so she did, and she called me, or I don't know how that went, to be honest.
I messaged
You messaged me, yeah. She sent me a message. She said, "Can you help me? My knee is hurting." And so okay, we made an appointment because yeah, I was in a relationship. Let me start there. I was in a relationship, like not really happy, but I was in a relationship before I met her, and she asked me to help her, so I went to her house, and the moment she opened the door, I had like I was flabbergasted because she opened the door and I knew her already, like knew her beyond the embodiment, beyond the flesh. I knew her already, like I knew the house, I knew her. It was like a deja vu for me. Like I saw her mother and I knew her mother, and I felt so much love, not in a romantic way, but like some way I felt home, which it's like pretty significant for me because I didn't feel home at many places. I needed to learn to find home within myself. So when I got there, like I was still professional, like because I came there for healing, and first I helped her mother, right? Like, and then I helped Devika, and when we were in the healing, I saw all flashes of different us, different lives, different. I cannot even express this really, right? Like from human to non-human, like so many different lifestyles in different periods, in different places on Earth, like
and off Earth.
and off Earth, yeah, almost inner Earth. I don't know, but it was like a lot. Like it was super intense, and so when I put my hands on her, helping her energetically, this is what happened. Like I saw all those flashes, like, but I stayed professional and I helped her. And my message was to her, like, for you, it's about feeling. Like, it's all about feeling. After that, I left. She gave me a gift because it was donation based. Get a gift from you and your mother, and I left. And the next day I called you, right? Was the next day or 2 days later or something?
Yeah.
Like, and I called her and I told her, like, I felt very home. I felt so much love. And what did you say?
I said, yeah, I felt a lot of love, but it felt like I was in love. Because for me, when I opened that door and I saw Ricardo, I was like, okay, I know you. Why do I know you? Why does this feel so familiar? Why does this feel like my love is at the door? And I also was not looking for anything. I just come back out of the UK after 7 years of living there. I was not interested in getting into anything with anybody. But as soon as I saw him, I was like, okay, this is weird, and I don't know what this means.
And to clarify, I wasn't in love in that moment. I felt the love, like intense love, but it was not in love. I was already in love with myself, so I could recognize a very deep feeling of love, and I expressed that. And then she said, "Yeah, about the in love." Like I didn't do anything with it because I was in a relationship. Like, but yeah, we contacted because I told her about like about the flashes of the past lives, and I don't remember if you had that as well that moment. Right? Like,
I didn't have it at that moment, no.
No, but I expressed that to you, and you said, no, my friend is doing past life readings. Like maybe she can help us with what you have seen, right? Like, so we contacted her friend, like, and she gave a past life reading. And again, I saw those flashes, and she was speaking truth. Like what she was telling was what I saw in those flashes, right? Like, so I was flabbergasted, like, what? Like, and I was on a spiritual journey, right? For 7 years, like 6 years. I've been spiritual my whole life. I have seen crazy stuff, from dark stuff to beautiful light stuff. But I never experienced this in my life, right? Like, and I have had different relationships, also deep relationships and spiritual relationships. But I never experienced this in my life. So the advice of the friend was, maybe this is not romantic, but it feels like you have to do spiritual work together. So it's wise for you to go into the forest for a walk, talk, and most likely things will get more clear for you, for what is meant for you to do together, because we didn't know. So this is what we did. We made an appointment.
Before you continue, because
Yeah.
when she was giving the past life reading,
Mhm.
I was getting remembrance of those lives.
Mm.
She was telling the stories and, well, parts of the stories, and it was like my knowing, my being was filling the missing pieces in. So I could literally see the lives that we had lived together. So those were my flashes.
So this is where you remember, your remembers kicked in,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Okay, good point.
yeah.
So we went onto the forest, right?
We went for a walk, yeah.
We went for a walk, which felt like home, because I'm a nature guy. Like, I love nature.
Yeah.
And I love the conversations we had, like, because they were very open.
Mm-hmm.
For as far as we can see from that avoidant person, which it was not visible for me, right? Like,
I also felt really open. Like
yeah,
I was truly
you
open.
were open. I could feel that, because if you would lie, I would feel that as well, right? Like, so no, we had a very open conversation.
Mm-hmm.
It was beautiful, but before we knew it, it was like 4 hours. We're gone, right? Like, oh,
Yeah.
whoa, 4 hours gone. Okay, let's go to your home. Like, let's
Smoke some.
smoke some. We don't do that anymore, but yeah, we did that there, yeah. So we smoked a little spliff together on the balcony.
I don't know if you're allowed to say that.
Yeah, we can.
We gotta be mindful.
No, yeah. Because we don't use the other language. This is okay.
Okay.
So we did that, but before we did that, like, we were sitting on the balcony, and it was like a beautiful sunny day. And she said to me, do you love music? I said, music is my love language, right? Like, I live for music. I love music. Like, music, like, pulled me through the darkest periods in my life, right? Like, she said, wow, like, I have the same, like, music is my love language. Are you willing to listen to an album together?
Not just any album, an album that saved my life in a very difficult period that I had in the UK.
Exactly. Which was?
Rose in the Dark, Cleo Soul.
Yeah, I never heard of that artist. It's okay, let's listen to it, right? Like, so when we listened to it, everything disappeared, right? Like, I think I just lit the Mary J, right? Like, but everything disappeared. The balcony was gone, the world was gone, everything was gone, and I was looking at the spliff like, what? But I look at her and I saw her eyes like, Like, and I was like also flabbergasted, and I needed to laugh, like laugh. And I never laughed before. It was like, and she was doing the same thing, and I just saw her, and most likely you just saw me because
Yeah, it was just us.
everything was gone. Like
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
gone. Like, and before we knew it, the whole album was done.
yeah.
Right?
But we were both laughing and like we kicked off each other's laughing without saying anything, but we both really just understood what that was about.
This was vibration, frequency, no words needed. This was beyond the intellect. This was like,
Yeah.
this was the soul. That was
Yeah.
clear. Listening to clear soul. Interesting. But then again, like the album was done, and I came back to earth, like, whoa, what happened? And I saw the same thing happen to her, like.
And then
she
laughed
said,
again.
and then we laughed again. He said, "Do you want something to drink?" He said, "Okay, let's go inside." And then another grounding again, like. We will. If you want to join after the conversation, please.
Yeah.
Thank you for wanting to join. Give me 1 sec.
Let the dog out.
Oh, let the dog out. Go. Yeah, so we came back to earth, like, and that was the moment she touched my heart and soul, and I was like, it went beyond in love.
Yeah.
Like, it was so deep and profound, but then I was still in a relationship, right? And I told you, like, I'm gonna do nothing before I end my relationship correct, because this was like what I said, every healing that source puts me through, because I believe in divine intervention and there's no such things as coincidences. Like, it's always a two-way stream. What has been given will return in a way that's necessary for me. So I saw a deeper layer of that I was in a relationship when I was not happy, and that I was in a pleasing role. So to come back to the point where we were in the story, it's like, okay, I need to end my relationship. Like, I don't know how, so give me some time. Don't expect me to take action in an instant, because I needed to sit with it. I needed to feel like, but it took a couple of weeks, I think.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Yeah, it took some time.
Or maybe a month.
Maybe even that, yeah, because it just took time. It was up and down the whole time. So
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So if you want to support the life, please tap a little bit.
Yeah.
So that we would appreciate that, or share or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, what happened, like, it took me a while, because I needed to sit with it, and I felt fear as well, right? Like, I need to make a conscious choice to end my relationship, right? Like, which I was in for 3 years. So, and like, we just had a little boy, like a couple of months old. So this was like a crazy situation, but I knew my soul was calling, like. So I decided to tell the whole truth and nothing else but the truth, which escalated, of course, in anger and frustration from the other side. And before I know it, the whole house was empty. That went fast.
We need to make a point as well that, like, you did not leave that relationship for me.
No.
It was like something was
off in the relationship.
In that relationship, because we met, but not because you were choosing me, you were choosing yourself.
Because a valid point to say is, yeah, a secure person doesn't mean there's no work to do. It means the work that needs to be done will be done.
Yeah.
So even though I experienced fear and doubt, I still chose to end the relationship in a correct way. I even offered the house that we lived in together. And he said, if you want to stay there, then you can stay there, and I will help you with the rent for a while. But it escalated, and she was gone in a couple of days, and the house was empty. She took everything. So that was interesting.
Yeah.
No judgment at all, because we still have good contact, and
Yeah.
I still love her, but in a different way now. But then we didn't do. It didn't took long though, like maybe a week or like something before we came together
Yeah. For the first time.
on my day of birth.
Yeah.
So my day of birth is also our anniversary.
Yeah.
So this was how we met each other, right?
Yeah. And for me during that time, because like I've had this pattern and habit of like kind of manipulating myself into relationships in the past. And so when I met Ricardo, I was like, I'm not gonna do anything to manipulate this. Like, I feel my soul is calling for this, and I'm just gonna trust and see where it takes us, instead of like trying to, like make things go faster than they need to go. Like, no, I was really also because I didn't want a relationship. I met him and I felt what I felt, but it wasn't my aim. And I would have also been okay if he said, I'm gonna just be alone for a while. So that was different for me, where I felt like, okay, this is a very different situation from what I always get myself into.
And therefore, you also saw my pain, right?
Oh yeah,
because as I said, I don't wear masks. I'm completely in touch with my emotions. I don't shove anything under the rock, right? A rock. Rock. Yeah. Or rock. I live on a rock. That's
Onder het tapijt.
Exactly. Yeah, so so she saw the pain.
Yeah.
But you saw how sincere I was as well.
Yeah, and I respected that.
That choice, I lost everything because of that choice I made, right? My mother left my life because he was angry. I lost family-in-law, right? My sister and my family, my house,
yeah, everything was gone in an instant.
Only my job I kept.
Yeah, right?
But yeah, so it was tough though. It was really, really, really tough period. But it was the soul calling, and that's what a secure person does. It listens to the inner knowing and the intuition instead of the comfortable situation, or which was very uncomfortable already. Thanks for liking. Much appreciated. But yeah, it was a whole journey. But you lived in Purmerend in the Netherlands, I lived in Assendelft. I needed to find another rental because the rent was crazy high, right?
Yeah. And I had moved back in with my mother after living in the UK for 7 years, and I knew I didn't want to stay there. I wanted to, just be independent. And in meeting Ricardo, we had to have a talk about, okay, what are the next steps gonna be then?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because
I could live for a month or so.
Yeah.
And then I found another rental, which is all you cannot make this up anymore, right? When the soul decides, sorry if I interrupted you, right? If the soul decides, everything flows, and it went so fast before I knew it. I didn't have a house anymore, so I moved in with my father.
Right.
For a little bit.
And then, meanwhile, I was at my mom's house, and my friend was going to another country and was leaving behind her house in the center of Amsterdam, and she needed someone to take care of her cats, and like that was happening at the same time. And I was like, oh yeah, but also I have this relationship with Amsterdam, where it became like part of my identity. I even have the weapon of Amsterdam tattooed on my body. Like that's how deep it went, like ego fully. But for me, it was like, oh yeah, I can live in Amsterdam. Like it's gonna be so awesome.
To before that happened, we were like 3.5 months, 4 months in our relationship already, right?
Yeah, yeah,
So we went on and off because we lived separated, right?
Yeah.
You lived with your mother, I lived with my father.
yeah,
So we were together but living apart.
yeah, exactly. We're spending a lot of time together, and it was really magical. Like everything was
We did even
so aligned.
ayahuasca ceremony.
We did ayahuasca together with my mom as well.
Because to add something, like I had a beautiful relationship with her mother as well, because that remembrance was her mother was involved in that
Yeah,
first day we met as well, right? Like
Yeah.
so she went on our journey with us, right? Like,
and the way she tells it as well is like I was just there watching it happen. Like everything was going so fast, and like even for her, it was like, what is going on here?
beyond the intellect.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, really magical. But yeah, so at some point we really had to think about, okay, what are our next steps gonna be? You really didn't want to live in Amsterdam.
I didn't feel it to live in Amsterdam
No.
because of my children that lived in Zaanstad. It was easier for me there, but I lost my house in Assendaal. I didn't want to stay with my father, so there were a lot of things where I chose to come with you.
Yeah, and that's kind of where, because that's the thing with avoidant personalities as well. So like everything begins, like all new things are super exciting and wonderful, and this really was like, this was really, really magical, not unlike anything I'd ever experienced before. But at the same time, the dynamic of us triggered something in that shadow of me. So I wanted what I wanted, and that's where my manipulation did start. Because so before we got together, I was adamant about not manipulating anything. But as soon as I had him and he was mine and I was his, I wanted to get control over the situation. And so I was like, okay, I want to move to Amsterdam. We have this opportunity, we have this house. Why wouldn't we?
Mm.
But it was really about me and what I wanted and what my ego wanted. Because I wanted to be able to say, oh, I live in Amsterdam, like very much ego based. And
To add something very important, what most people don't understand, and this is for another life, but it's very important, what the power of love does. It opens every unhealed wound, whether you're aware of it or not.
Yeah. And at the time, I wasn't even necessarily aware that I was like going into that pattern. But now in hindsight and over the last few years, it's become clear that that is what happened there. So I was like kind of aloof about it. I was like, but it doesn't make sense to not do it. Like we have a house and we had it for free as well. Like we were taking care of the cats. Like nobody finds a house for free in
the center
of Amsterdam. Like nobody.
This was also impossible. Like
yeah, and we made some things happen for real. But well, not us, but Source.
Exactly. We were just obedient.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, we were obedient. Even me in my manipulations was obedient.
It was processed.
But so avoidant people have this thing where they like to romanticize their lives. And because they romanticize their lives, it has to look a certain way, be a certain way, which means that we naturally tend to manipulate. And if things don't turn out to be the way that we imagined them to be, we run away from it. And we probably also blame the other person that it didn't go the way we wanted. But because this relationship was based on truth and we were so open,
Trust, communication.
trusting, and communicative, the truth that Ricardo spoke started becoming confronting for me, because this is where you started asking questions.
Asking
right?
questions. I was not like strict or something. I was
No.
very soft, very open when I started to ask questions because I felt, something is off,
Yeah.
right? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, because what was happening was, because I'm trying to keep up this image, he's asking questions like, why are things getting harder for me and easier for you? Because I had already fallen into this pattern of this belief that I have that the man should take care of the woman. That's like one of the things that came up. And like me just naturally expecting him to look after me because he chose to be in a relationship with me. Now, mind you, at the time, this wasn't like what I was
Clear.
consciously
Yeah.
working on or whatever. It was just a pattern that I now see in hindsight that was starting to take root in that time.
So to add something, most likely when you get stuck in that pattern, you're unaware.
Yeah,
There's no awareness, otherwise you wouldn't go into that pattern.
right.
Mm.
Right. And this is kind of where our relationship started changing.
Not really, like, because I trusted you completely, right? Like, I asked those questions, but I knew intuitively, like, something is off. But I couldn't put my finger on it because she was very good in what she was doing. What's up, Mia, everybody? And so no judgment at all, right? Like, just truth, like, just realistic truth. Because, like, I saw things, like, I felt it, but I trust her on her word, right? Like, well, she was manipulating me already.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. I was trying to wave away your concerns.
Not my concerns, my intuition.
Your intuition.
My inner truth.
Yeah, but I saw them as concerns, which is why I didn't take them seriously, because I was like, you got nothing to worry about. Well, that wasn't true. You had a lot to worry about, and a lot of things happened after that.
Yeah, because every time my intuition kicked in, like now in that moment I didn't saw it, I was unaware of what was happening within her. Like, but afterwards now I can see like, this happened there, I want you there, like this happened there, like I could feel it, but I could not point my finger on it or put my finger on it, like in any way, like, so it just happens, right?
Yeah, and this is part of that avoidant behavior, because like you were pointing things out and I was like, meh. And then I would go ahead and act on it, and then you would be like, you see, and then I'd be like, nah.
Exactly.
And that just started growing more and more and more to a point where
first I had my job there, but
yeah,
like even in that process of going into that pattern, right? Like, and me not knowing what was happening, like Source was still communicating with us, right? Like,
yeah, we were still moving along.
yeah. So still the Most High was still trying to point us towards Portugal because we were still in Amsterdam living for free. I stopped my job. I started to to do Uber Eats on a bike
Yeah.
through Amsterdam. I made a lot of money, right? We lived like king and queen in Amsterdam.
Yeah,
right?
but I was living off him.
Yeah,
I was taking advantage of the fact that, we're taking care of my friend's cat in the center of Amsterdam. And I'm emphasizing this because this is really freaking impossible. Like, you cannot live for free in Amsterdam, but we did it.
hmm
And then the next thing was that I did have a job and I was making money, but only enough. I was working enough hours to cover my own bills.
hmm
And I wasn't at all thinking about, oh, maybe I should save up some money just in case we go. No, just me. It was just
yeah.
looking after my own butt and nothing
I was not
else.
in that equation
No,
anymore.
and
like-
I was really like, yeah, but it's up to the man to take care of the woman.
Something happened there, and I want to add, like, that was the moment I started to smoke a lot of Mary J.
Yeah, and me
Because I knew something was off. I couldn't put my finger on it, but I started to numb myself in a way, like,
too. Yeah, me too.
like 3, 4, 5 grams a day. Like, we spent a lot of money there,
Yeah.
right? Like,
Yeah,
but in the meantime, still the Most High pushing out towards Portugal, right?
yeah.
Because after a period of 2 months,
Well, we were in Amsterdam for 6 months,
or so,
but after about 4 months, we started talking about, what is the next step gonna be?
yeah, and what are we doing here? And I told her,
Yeah.
I don't want to be here in Amsterdam because we ate freely. Like, I was Ubering, and
Uber Eats.
Uber Eats, and every day somebody canceled it.
Yeah.
Well, I had like 20 sandwiches with everything, and I didn't eat meat. So in the morning at 7 o'clock, I went out to talk with the bums and give them food and talk about the Most High, because this is what I do my whole life. I talk about God, like, and source. This is what I do. This is my life. Like, and I have always even in my toxic period, like, I always had that faith within me, like. But this is what I did, because what I do with all those extra food, right? Because we lived free, we ate free. Like, this was, like, what I said, impossible in the central of Amsterdam, the busiest street ever, right? Like, we lived there, right? But yeah, then it was the how do you say it? Like, I'm not using the word, like, the pandemic thing happened in 21, right?
Yeah.
So, but that was the moment the bars went open again. So people are starting, like, throwing up in front of the door. I said, I need to go, right?
It
Like,
was very heavy energetically.
I couldn't sit in the living room anymore because I'm very sensitive for energy. So most of the evenings I was sitting in the bedroom, while still numbing myself down with a lot of Mary J. Right, like,
And our intimacy changed a lot. Like, everything changed. Our whole frequency went down because I also started smoking.
But to be honest, it's like, it's because because you chose you.
Yeah.
The sexual energy was changing, right?
Yeah.
Because the first 4 months of our relationship was crazy.
Yeah.
Like, we don't go into
We're not
details.
gonna go
Like,
into that, but it was amazing.
it was crazy, like, out of this world.
Yeah.
Like, to be honest, like, but we lost that in Amsterdam, right?
We did, for sure. And then also my ex-partner passed away, which was a really big deal for me because he was like the first person in my life who I'd been close with, who I'd loved, who was my best friend, so close to me, had left to the other side. And so that did a number on me as well. And I just completely started boom, boom, boom.
To numb down even more, right?
Yeah.
More,
And
not more avoidance,
more avoidance, yeah.
pure disconnection.
Yeah, and also disconnection from you because I got angry with you for like not letting me grieve, but it had nothing to do with you. It was just the fact that you were saying things to me that I could not accept, that I was avoiding. So, and then still we were talking. We had to talk
And
because yeah,
me keeping everything together as well.
yeah,
Right?
yeah, as well, yeah. And
then we started to talk.
yeah, we started talking and we're like, what are we gonna do? Because in a few months we're gonna have to leave this house. So are we gonna find a house together? Like, what feels right in this situation? And
Well, Source made us clear. What are you doing, house?
Yeah.
Like you're nomads. So when we came to in alignment for a little bit again, like, oh, we're nomads. Like, you know how many houses I've seen? Like, I never felt home.
yeah,
It was never meant for us to be locked in a house, right? Like, so.
yeah. Because just for some context, because Ricardo in his youth had like he moved many times.
More than 30 times.
And for me as well, my mom moved around a lot, and then I left home really early, and then I moved around a lot as well. And we were like, what if the message of that is that we were not supposed to settle? Because that was the question that we asked, right? What if we're not even supposed to settle? What does that mean then?
Right.
What do we want?
Yeah, and I don't even know. So we accepted, yeah, we're nomads. Okay, what are we gonna do? And then you said, I have a friend in the Lake District. We can go there, right? So this was the first thing, like
that bling. Okay,
what source here? Go there, right? Like
yeah, and that's crazy because. Okay, so this friend in the Lake District we actually met later in
that's
Portugal,
another story.
and that's another story again. But still, like something opened up.
Yeah.
Something opened up, and we were looking at different possibilities. And then, for some reason, Source was telling me Portugal, and Ricardo's like, "Why Portugal?" I'm like, "I don't know, but I'm just here in Portugal."
So, okay, let's go. Let's go to Portugal.
And then we started looking up some options.
Yeah.
Right?
And then I started to feel it really.
Yeah.
From my soul.
Yeah.
Beyond the intellect.
Yeah.
Like maybe this is hard to grasp, but our journey is beyond the intellect.
Yeah.
Like it's Source, it's our creator, the Most High, that like really pushed us, like very gently, but it happened.
Yeah. And then we found a place, and the arrangements around it were still very much beginning stage and not really knowing what's possible, because at first we were looking for like volunteer work, but the period that we wanted to go was not volunteering time. So we took a deal for like getting a room for
500 euros a month. Like that was fraud, right?
And then the deal would be, yeah, it's 500 euros, but you can use all our facilities for your services and this and that.
Yeah.
We didn't know that in the winter there's no action whatsoever. Nobody's there, and it's almost impossible.
And it was a haunted house, like no jokes, like.
But again, that's also another
story. Yeah,
we're still in Amsterdam at this point, so I started selling all my stuff, like excess stuff. Really started minimalizing. And we didn't have a car because you had to give your work car back.
Yeah, I gave my work car back. Yeah. Like I gave everything away that I had. Like
your stuff,
most of the things I gave to my father.
Yeah.
And the rest I gave it away. Like I don't need it anymore. Take it. Like.
Yeah, we had about, I think, 2,500 euros or something like that. Like I sold stuff for about 1,000, and then we had some extra money coming in from here and there.
Yeah, I had a lot of money.
Yeah. And with very little, we booked a Flixbus, a coach, and said, bye Nederland.
Yeah. But it went so fast.
It
Like
went really fast.
it's
Yeah.
like the soul made a choice, and the body was still behind it, like a flag. Oh, what is happening? What's happening? Because he didn't know what was happening at all.
Yeah. But yeah, we secured that spot, and we thought we had a great deal. But we found out when we arrived that it's not so great. But okay, we're here now, so let's do it. It was a beautiful area. We were very close to the coast.
Mhm.
That was amazing. But yeah, when we got on that coach, it was like, I'm glad we got on the coach
Mhm.
because it was like an energetic letting go of the Netherlands. And the more we drove away from the Netherlands, the
It was
more of that weight
12, 12,
yeah, the 12th
21.
of the 12th in 2021, yes.
So we left the 11th.
Yeah, and arrived on the 12th.
No, in the night on the 12th,
Yeah,
we were in Spain or something.
yeah.
Things exploded in the bus,
I almost
like
forgot
whoa,
about
because we
that.
need like those face diapers, you know, like that were necessary. Nobody was using it,
Listen,
and I needed to sneeze. Right?
oh my God! First of all, they promised us
A
a
half-empty
half
bus,
empty bus.
Yeah.
We arrived at the bus and it was
packed, like
full.
full.
Like
And-
we're sitting like this.
And the temperature was on 30 Celsius. So
It was raining.
it was raining
inside.
like sweat and breath in the back of the bus. Like, so at 12 o'clock, at 12 and 21, the bus exploded, like from front to back, like all things happened, like,
Yeah, but maybe explain what you mean by exploded, because it didn't literally explode, like
No,
energetically.
energetically, the people went like mad. Like the French guy next to me started to shout in French, and I said no, and he was like, "Oh, what's happening?"
And
Like,
someone was like really angry with the bus driver, like, you need to turn the freaking thing.
no, I
down."
asked that. I went in front and to ask the bus. I was like, "Come on, bro, like, this is
Yeah.
not normal." Come
People
on.
started getting really angry and upset and everything, yeah. And I
But-
think it was also some kind of like planetary conjunction, like there was so much happening at that time.
Yeah, it's a 333 portal. Yeah, yeah. So that was okay.
There was a lot going on, yeah. And then like moments later, like as soon as we went over the border from Spain to Portugal, the guy that was so angry with you was like, yeah, sorry. Like
Yeah, he apologized. Like, yeah.
everything calmed down, everybody was
What's up,
breathing
Pippa?
again. So that was hilarious. But we went through something as well. Like I remember we were like arguing or something, and like I think that was in Spain.
This is where I started smoking again.
Yeah, cigarettes. Yeah, and I joined you. Yeah, we started smoking together.
Yeah.
But yeah, we were arguing. We were letting go of some final things that belonged over there.
Yeah, exactly.
And then as soon as we got over the border with Portugal, we were like, okay, we're here. We need to deal with this now.
Mhm.
And
Yeah, and then we entered Portugal, right?
yeah.
This is where the spiritual warfare really started, right? That because we were really on the journey of the Most High. Like, I believe you weren't really aware yet.
Well, I was gonna say, I wasn't necessarily aware of the journey we were on, but I did start recognizing the enemy in real life. Like this was the first time that I started seeing the enemy in people,
Yeah,
and you didn't initially see it.
which I always do. I told you about everything, right?
Yeah.
But then I saw it, but it didn't connect in an instant
Yeah, no.
because he started to speak of the things I love. Right?
Exactly, like, yeah. And I was like, I'm not having it. So what happened basically, like, I don't even know how long we were in Portugal for.
A month. We were there a month. It was fresh.
Yeah, and we did arrive at a house that was
Fully
haunted,
possessed,
full of like dark entities.
demonic entities, like no jokes. Like
You could literally, yeah, and we're not exaggerating. We could literally see them jumping off the building, like these little
some shades were as big as elephants crawling over the wall. Like,
yeah,
and I told the guy, right? I told him, I said, yeah, oh, so you're a shaman, right? Like, you know, and you do ceremonies here with like all different psychedelics. You know that the house is possessed? He said, yeah.
yeah. And by the guy, he means the owner of that place that
Yeah,
we were at.
he said, yeah, but let's do that they're not there. Don't give them any attention. I said, "Look, while we had loop dreams, like,
Yeah, that was crazy.
whoa, and everybody in the house. We were there with like 5 people at that time.
Yeah, in the beginning. Yeah, people are constantly coming and going there. They're renting out rooms and they're doing ceremonies of like wachuma and mushrooms and I don't know what else, like all sorts of things.
Yeah.
Um,
But it was pretty demonic there, though.
yeah,
Like,
it was.
because we were still there in like in the new age thing,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, absolutely.
We were still in there. Still, I always had that relationship with God, but we were in that new age thing there.
Yeah, for sure.
And this is where we started to learn more and more about how dangerous that is if you don't know what you're playing with, right?
Yeah. But yeah, so that was our first. We went to the gas station one day, which was also like our cafe slash supermarket. So we spent time there. I think we walked there almost every day to just have a cup of coffee. And we were sitting there, and there was this guy that came walking in. Me and Ricardo were talking. Ricardo said something about the sun, and then this guy walked in, and he immediately, like, in my feeling, he immediately latched onto Ricardo, like that word, and then he started speaking like about the sun and just I don't even know
About old Egypt and
Yeah,
like about fallen ones and that kind of stuff,
Yeah.
right? Like,
he went into it immediately, and I was just sitting there like,
which is interesting because that entity is haunting me my whole life.
yeah,
But it came into the flesh in somebody else and met us in person while we were just like for 3 or 4 weeks in Portugal drinking a cup of coffee. Nobody knew us. This was crazy, like really.
Yeah.
Thanks for the gifts, brother. Like,
when he went away, I said to Ricardo that was not that guy.
that
Like,
was not that guy.
that was somebody else, man. And then Ricardo was like, oh, wait a minute, yeah, you're right. And that was our first encounter, and I learned because Ricardo's always had this particular entity showing up in his life through the people that he loved and also other people. And me, I started to realize that my spirit, my essence, has a particular relationship with this entity. It loves my mind, and my mind loves it. And that is something really wild, and we are going to talk about that in the future as well. But this is where something also happened for me, where my confrontation with this relationship really started. Wow, I find it very difficult to talk about, I know this.
yeah, and he spoke a spell in a language,
Listen, he started talking another language.
like a language that is not a language. Like, you know what I mean? This was not like a language. It was like a dark spell. Like this was, and after that, everything between us crumbled down
It
even
started
more.
crumbling, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if any of you has seen the movie Fallen with the fallen one, Denzel Washington, but there's like the first scene in that movie that's really like a, a cinematic representation of how that interaction with us
So
and that
the
guy
guy in
were.
the prison, right? He tried to
Yeah,
touch Denzel Washington. Did
yeah.
he give me a gift or you?
He gave me the Billabong sticker.
And then Source said to you like,
Throw it away. He gave it to me.
the most I said
Walked
the
out.
instant throw it
Instant,
away,
yeah.
like
I was like,
don't
no.
take any stuff from this guy, like.
Yeah, no.
And he was like, he had a big like pile stacks of money, like he was like, it's crazy. Right?
Yeah, no, that was wild.
But this is to be continued because this is also part of our journey.
The details of our journey is definitely coming again, but what we wanted to get to is kind of how our relationship evolved from the moment that we got into Portugal. So every experience that we had, every place that we went had a puzzle piece of how our relationship kind of transformed. But maybe it's good to start talking about where we are now, and then in the future sessions we can break it down, right?
Because we went to, before we are here in this community, like we went to 12 different locations.
12. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is
Right.
the 12th. Yeah.
This is the 12th. Yeah. And we've been in this area before
Yeah.
because we have a daughter now who was born on this mountain in a free bird. I've never seen a hospital. I've never seen a doctor. Right? Like she is a free spirit. She's like a free soul living the life.
This is her world.
This is her place. She's born on this
Yeah.
mountain. Like this is her birthright.
Yeah. So we are parents to her now, and well, I still have an advert out on Facebook trying to find a place for me and my daughter because I was trying to run away from our relationship.
Which is just a constant thing, like. But to be honest, like, it took me as well, right? Like, even though I'm still very secure within myself. Claudia's laughing. Yeah, you laugh, brother. You see, we're in the same situation, bro. You know, like, it's still, I'm a very secure person. This broke me down somehow, right? Like, I'm still secure. Don't get me wrong. I'm just.
TikTok is doing something.
What is happening? This is new. What is this?
Did we talk about something?
Oh, this is the puzzle piece.
Oh.
Right? Come on. We got this.
Yeah, you did. You're human.
So yeah, where was I? Like,
How it, what it did to you that
like
you're at
even
this
though I'm
point.
secure, like it made me doubt, like
It being
the spiritual warfare.
Mhm.
Because like I know it's not you, like I'm fighting those powers and principalities,
Mhm.
while you still think you fight the flesh.
Yeah, so not anymore, which is why we're doing this very live, because a few days ago I was like, what am I doing? Like, I'm just like feeding this thing and keeping it alive, and it is just eating me up on the inside.
You are right, bro, Weedman. You are right. Like whoever said a relationship was easy.
It's a lie.
Yeah, and especially when you're on a divine path for the Most High, and other things are intervening in that relationship, it doesn't make it easier, right? Like it's serious, it's really serious stuff, right? Like, well, most people don't even know this exists. Like,
Yeah. And I also strongly believe and know in my heart that the work that we do must be talked about. It must be exposed, because the whole purpose of relationships, and especially the kind of relationship that you and I have, where our souls have met and they have met many times before, and we still have work to do in this place and time.
Yeah.
Like, it serves a purpose. We are breaking a curse that is like beyond this lifetime.
It's beyond this, beyond Ricardo and Devika.
Yeah.
Like, that's why I know for sure reincarnation is a thing. I have memory of 1,000 lifetimes. Like, nobody can tell me this is not real.
No.
Nobody can, and that's because I'm very secure in myself. Like,
Yeah.
nobody can tell me that's fake or it's from the evil one or whatever they want to say about it. No. I know that my soul came here for her to get her out of this plane.
Yeah.
Well, she is stuck here for many lifetimes. Like, we know this for sure.
Yeah. And when I first met you, I had a beautiful glimpse of how it's supposed to be for me. Like, how it feels if I am in divine flow and if I am listening to source and what I'm supposed to be doing. But I just went with a narrative that is not mine. I went with his story, and history kept on repeating itself, and it's just such an annoying loop to be stuck in. But I was identifying with a lot of things, and even like the term avoidant personality is something that I identified with, because about a year and a half ago is when I first learned about this term, and I was like, oh yeah, that's me. But I didn't do anything with it. I just took the information and I added it to my list of victimhood. And I was like, oh yeah, but it's just because I have this thing that I'm overcoming. But what if you're already whole? What if God made you perfectly as you are?
Yeah. Well, in this, like, don't get me wrong. When God sits in your heart, yes. Otherwise, you're just a sinner. Don't get me wrong. You know, I'm not a Christian. I follow the way. That's it. I don't do religion in any way. Like, I put things together, and you will find that in every belief system, and like everything is one, right? But if you're stuck in the program of that evil one, you are sinning. You block your chakras. Like, you are,
100%.
like, it's a real thing.
I feel,
bro, we
when
don't
you're right with
come
God.
back anymore. This is the last time. Like, you know why? Because we are here to bring heaven on earth. So this earth will never be the same. You know? So, you know, this experience we will never have.
Yeah.
And I know you're not coming back. No, I'm not gonna, no. I strongly believe we came here to heal the wound from the inside out. There's no other way.
Yeah. And that wound is really being exposed right now. And I feel like for all these years, because we've been together for almost 5 years. In April, it will be 5 years. And in all those years, I've just been like trying to shove the truth away, you know, instead of like facing it and looking at, oh yeah, okay, so what do I need to do, etc. Which is why we're live now, because I'm finally like stepping back into it. But it's like I've just been going with a narrative that does not belong to the Most High, and I've never ever in my life felt so disconnected from myself. Like, even I'm a very creative person naturally, but I've just not even been able to like imagine a fun character to draw for my daughter. Like, that's how deep it is. Like, and it's like also in this whole process, Source has just been taking things away from me as well. Like, I use things as distraction to not have to look at, you know, my own stuff. So my laptop left, it broke, my phone broke, got a new phone within 3 days. It broke. The camera on my laptop broke. Like everything that I would normally use to distract myself in the last year, maybe year and a half or
It's taken
so,
away. Like,
back to back.
which
It's
is
just such a
written.
clear message. Like, no, you're gonna look at it now. And even Ricardo's gone into a power now where as soon as I start, talking some bullshit, he's like, no, this stops now. You need to, no, you're doing it again. You're repeating the same thing. Stop. This is not gonna happen.
But that's what the Most High asks for me to do. Like, enough is enough, right? Like, it's what you said. It's written how Source gives everything. It will take everything away if you are not listening to the divine will. Like, we're here for a reason. You know what I mean? Like, you're not here to be stuck in this program. We're here to help humanity, to create something beautiful, right?
Yeah.
So if you're not listening, God will take it away.
Yeah. And so for me, it's like I'm finally at a point, and it took me long enough, yes, where, as soon as I'm like unruly within, I see it in my daughter. Like she immediately expresses that. And like I have no other choice but to face this and rise. Because I completely forgot my purpose, but my purpose is like right here doing what we do.
And this is just the beginning, right? Because this goes so deep, it will be so profound, like, because we realize most people don't experience this. They're stuck in their bubble, like they don't know better. Like we live that life, like I do deep repentance work, like deep shadow work. Like I have seen the entities leave the people here. Like I know why. Well, the Most High brought us here because it's for a reason, right? Like, and it is so deep. Like most people don't know. They just live a life.
Yeah, and also like I think our relationship story is very important for souls who know that they are meant to be together, but have a belief that they need to work on themselves first before they can be ready for a relationship. And I am like a spokesperson for this because I also believe like, oh no, I gotta get myself right before I can truly give, etc., etc. But that's not the truth. The purpose of a relationship is to bring out parts of you that you don't see when you're alone, and to heal parts of you that you can't heal alone. Because I do believe that the divine purpose for everyone is to be in unity. And especially when you meet your soul partner, your twin flame, or whatever you want to call it, your soul will know what the name for it is. The only solution is to solve it, and it requires a lot of strength. It requires willpower from both parties, but most of all, it requires that you are your authentic and vulnerable self. And if you're not that, then all you're doing is avoiding what's meant for you. You'll just run away from what's meant for you.
Yeah, and like, I'm not speaking for other people, but for me, without the Most High, this wasn't possible. Like, the Most High brought us on this mountain. That's my most secure statement. It's God sitting in my heart.
Yeah.
And helps me overcome what the ego cannot even comprehend, right? Like that's what I say. It goes beyond the intellect. Like the ego can do nothing. right? And it's not a bad thing. It can be your best friend if you let God guide you through life.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
Because most people forget that. Like,
Mm.
they just think they have a simple life and that's it. Like, well, keep sinning in their way, no judgment. Like, but it requires commitment, devotion, like communication, reflection, and we can go on and on. The list is long, right? Like,
Yeah. Hold on. Weedman is saying, first time in my life, I don't feel like any dark entity is able to do anything to me. That's powerful, because then that says something about where you are.
I am there as well.
Yeah.
Right? For a very long time though, like, but they love to get me through my loved ones, right? That's the hard part.
Yeah. And Claudia says, facing is hard. People are afraid of traumas, see themselves in others, fixing things requires work. Not everyone wants it's easy to run. Exactly. But running is just running.
But do you know what it is, bro? And I told you before, because we talk, like, like, you cannot escape your destiny. We are born to do this. Some people are here just to be NPCs. Like, it would be boring if those people weren't here, right? Like, you will learn always. Even when you run, you will learn, but it's gonna be very painful because you cannot escape what is meant for you.
Yeah.
And that's also for her, right? For you, it's accept, and know what's in your heart and what God is telling you, bro. Like, you don't have to worry. That's it.
Yeah. And I speak from experience. Like, I've been running most of my life. I'm 37 years old now. Like, how much longer do I want to keep doing this? Not much longer. I want to be happy and enjoy my life.
And this is the beautiful part. Wait, do you know what they all say? I need more time.
Doesn't exist.
Time is an illusion. Like, time, like, there's only now. Act in the now. What are you running from? But then again, we cannot make them see.
I need the bathroom.
Yeah, we cannot make them see. We cannot force them. We cannot. Otherwise, you will lower your own frequency to manipulate the other. It doesn't make sense. Right? In the end, it's all in divine timing. Like, it's important to be devoted to your cause. Trust in source. Trust in a divine plan. Especially if you know you're here to bring beautiful things to this place, and you can only express this in your most authentic way. Otherwise, it doesn't help anything. Like, be the example you love to see in the world. Just be open and trust, bro. Yeah. And be the example. Because if you judge others, you will always judge yourself. Like, this is written.
And also the other way around. If you judge yourself, you will always judge others.
Exactly.
Because every time I'm judging me, I'm like also blaming you for the fact that I'm judging me.
Yeah, beautiful story. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this is it for today a little bit.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, and I think this is like what I want to express, like, especially the new age, because I am not in any box. I go beyond every box. I put everything together.
There is no box.
Exactly. Like, from everything you can let God guide you. Like, let the Creator guide you, right? Like, instead of doing it your own. We don't know anything. The ego is the ignorant child that doesn't know anything. It's God that steers the body if you are willing to be obedient. What's up, Doc? Welcome. But it's like, that's why, especially that's the trap in the new age, right? Like narcissist empaths, it's all jibber jabber. It's just the other side of the coin. The one cannot exist without the other. Why would we attract one another, right? Like, because I clearly see, yeah, we've been in some lives, but it's been a while because the spiritual warfare went deep. But bro, I'm called, bro. I cannot not listen. You know, I need to do this, bro. But
Same.
thank you for, thank you, much appreciated. But like, that's what I say. Like, what I realize about that part, right? Like, what they call the empath, right? It's oversensitive. It takes everything personal. Like it's like it takes everything like a sponge, and then get like over. How do you say that? Like in total anxiety, and say, "Oh, what's happening to me? Like, oh, I cannot handle this." Yeah, because you take all that stuff that it's not for you, right?
Yeah.
So for the empath, it's about boundaries, speaking your truth, like standing in your power. And then you need that toxic other one to get there, right? Well, the toxic person, thank you, bro.
Thank you,
Bless you as
Ethan.
well and your family. And we love you, you know, like really, really. So yeah, like so for the other side, the narc, right? Like what they call the narcissist, right? It's so easy to blame them, right? For your own shortcomings. Like, how can the empath blame a narcissist and not being a narcissist themselves? Like it's crazy, right? If you see it like that, right? Like, because what does the narcissist need?
Love.
Love, unconditional love, determination,
Yeah.
devotion. Like we need to help each other break through, right? Like, and
That's
so,
it.
and that's it. That's also the law of attraction. Why do you think we get pulled together? Why do you think source wants us together? Dark and light. It doesn't matter how you want to call it. It's still the same coin, just a different
Yeah.
side.
But it's still very important also that the narcissist is willing to break through, like for
Exactly.
everybody, like also for the empath willing to make it work, but also if the other side is like, okay, I really want to make this work, like, because otherwise, yeah, it's just like energy harvesting.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
yeah,
Mm.
so both parties need to be in this energy of, okay, we're gonna fix this, because otherwise it's still very,
Bro, you're right. Narcissistic people are led by
yeah,
darkness. Why do you think some of those narcissistic people came here? Must fly to the light,
yeah,
right? And this is so important because what's the commandment of Yeshua HaMashiach? Love thyself and love thy neighbors and love even your enemies, right? Which I don't have enemies. Like, everybody deserves that chance, right? And one thing is for certain, the people that came here, seeds are planted in their hearts now. But they decide
what they're gonna do with
where
it.
they're gonna do it and if they're really gonna be obedient towards the Most High or not. That's
Yeah.
their choice. But they had an opportunity and they decide what they're gonna do with it. Because it's what you said, they are led by darkness. But do you really think they know what they are doing? Because if they know what they were doing, like, would they do it? Please, God, forgive them, for they do not know what they do.
So yeah, what Ricardo's talking about, for those who don't know, is like we are now in a place where we have a house and a piece of land, and we're building a community, and yeah, people have come and gone, and that's just kind of the dynamic of the place now. And with everybody we work, me personally, I've been kind of hiding behind motherhood, but that's coming to an end in that way for me too, because I'm really stepping back into my power. But So a lot of the shadow work and just spiritual work has been happening here with Ricardo and the people that come here, and it's been an absolutely beautiful journey. And with spring coming and summer coming, we still would love for people to join us, whether it's for a short period of time or a longer period of time. Like,
Can I add something?
yeah, of course.
It doesn't matter what kind of belief system you have,
No.
in what kind of creed you're in. Like, everybody is welcome,
Yeah.
because only in unity we will prevail. Like,
You have energy force to block this, but when the force is broken, you're wide open.
yes,
Yeah, so yeah, this is what we do.
yeah,
And this is also what we did in the beginning of our relationship. We were working together, doing our spiritual work together. And that is really also just the purpose of us being together, helping, being of service to everybody who is open for it.
mm-hmm.
So if you're interested in knowing more, you can definitely message us and we can talk about it some more. But also, if you feel like you just need to talk, or we do relationship counseling, we do spiritual counseling. There's a lot of things that we can talk about that you probably can't talk about with a lot of people in your network.
Yeah.
So if you would love to speak to us in that way, you can just send us a message.
Yeah, we will respect your privacy. Like, everything we discuss stays between us, right? Like,
Yeah.
and yeah, the bad isn't always bad. It can be a lesson and a testimony. Wait a couple of lives before I start to tell my testimony.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna go more into like what we said before, like our just how our relationship evolved and like the themes of what's been coming up.
Yeah.
And shoot, I wanted to say something and I lost it.
Yeah, feel free to contact us if you feel the urge, or if it resonates with you. Like, well, we work on donation based, so it's not necessary. We will help you from the heart, but if you can help us, it's always welcome, right? Like, because we live very minimalistic. We follow the path of our Creator. We do it with what we have. And we make it happen, or God makes it happen for us.
Yeah. I wanted to ask you, my love, like, how do you feel about doing this every Wednesday so we can give them a...
I'd have twice a week.
Twice a week?
But you can do one and I can do two. I don't mind.
That's fine, but I feel like kind of nostalgic because we did men and women's circles on Wednesdays. Okay. So now, like, going live on Wednesdays would be amazing. You agree?
That's good, yeah.
And then around this time, sometimes a bit earlier, sometimes a bit later, because we have a toddler.
And I'm going live every day almost. On TikTok, on Facebook. Facebook is going to be Dutch because I feel like I need to reach the Dutch people. They're very indoctrinated, like.
Yeah.
And behind on the world or something.
Yeah. We're going to download this live and put it on YouTube for those who missed something and want to look back.
And especially because I'm going to do different lives. Because I'm a follower of the way. I'm a follower of Yeshua Mashiach. So I will do more Christianity lives, but in a whole different way, not the indoctrination way, like the message of Yeshua Mashiach, which like clearly has nothing to do with Christianity. Don't get me wrong, but also to reach like the New Age people, like, so I'm gonna do different lives in different, so feel what resonates with you the most. because I needed to learn and speak different ways of communication, because somehow one creed doesn't understand the other. Well, we all have the same purpose and we all are lost. A lot of people are waking up. Yeah, that's the beauty of it, right? Like, and yeah, let's go live more often together as well, Mike, because I know you go live. Like, because I'm gonna, like, I don't have another choice. Like, I'm getting pushed to do this, but I can help. I can use all the help I can get as well to get the right topics, the right people in. Like, it feels like we really need to work together to
Absolutely.
bring the message out, right? Like,
Yeah. And also, like, I am being called also to speak more about holistic health and, like, you know, how to take care of the body and to heal with food and herbal medicine and that kind of thing, to really like put myself out there again. But yeah, we will keep doing these talks together and also just work on our individual calling as well. So
it's still one calling, but
it's still one calling, part of
we
the
all
whole.
fulfill our own roles, and
Exactly.
like only in unity we will prevail. There is no other way, right? Like,
Yeah.
and thank you for listening, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Thanks for being here.
and for supporting.
Yeah, it's crazy because I was really, I mean, my body was under full attack. Like, I was feeling exhausted. Like, this entity was just pulling on me, like, no, you're not gonna do this. And my spirit was like, nah, I'm not backing down. And now that we've done it, I feel like
she thought that I would throw her in front of the lions and say, "Yeah, you're a bad person. You treated me like this." Like, come on, I love you. I would do that. So.
Yeah, no, there's hope if you're willing. What you believe can be done. So, yeah.
Hi, Miss Long. You're too late.
Too late.
We love you.
We're going to bed.
Yeah, we're going offline. But this is just the first of a lot of series we're gonna do.
We got a lot to talk about.
It's gonna be mind-blowing because, like, the Most High is showing me so many different things that I need to do. I don't even know where to start, but we started, so that's a good thing. Like, and thank you for your support, right? Like, it's my heart, me. She gave it to you.
It's all good. Well, yeah, thank you for your support. Thank you for being here, and we will together definitely be back next Wednesday. And Ricardo's gonna be live whenever he's gonna be live with whomever he's gonna be live with.
Yeah, I feel like we all need to connect somehow, and let's lift each other up. Like, because I know that the Most High, which I call my Father, is calling us all to do it. Like, let's go beyond that fear.
Yeah.
And like, let's do it.
Yeah, and Miss Long, you will be able to see our episode on YouTube because we're gonna take this on a professional road, you know.
Yeah, this is just the beginning of how we met and our love story, and like, to be continued. I love you.
I love you.
And we love you too. We'll see you soon. Oh, you know who that is, right?
I know who that is.
We miss you, yes? Hello.
And we're just leaving.
Thanks for sharing. Yeah, I would love to connect with you also more, Doc. But we will.
We do this again next week.
Who's that? Six Spiritual, Six
I know
Stacks.
who it is. I'm not going to say her name because she doesn't like that. And she knows who she is and she knows who we are.
We love you. We miss you. Hello. I know, right? I miss you too. Yes, exactly.
Love you.
We see you soon. We're going to do this every week.
Yeah.